Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekha Kadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and the bishops that have taught me this word in truth and sincerity, and peace and mercy to the whole full elect, starting with the 144,000 that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth, as well as the rest of the elect that sincerely believe. Peace and mercy to you and your household. So just as a quick news update, MOT Prophecy Watch. As you can see here, it says, one day you will pay for goods with a CHIP in your hand. Stephen Pelosi, Pelosi, Bank of Canada. You see? So I'm just going to play this clip, and then I got two priests I'm going to bring out.
Handbag for like $200 because it fell off the truck or something like that. But now those $5,000 handbags are being registered on a blockchain so that they can't fall off the truck. Okay, they can't be illegitimate ones. They're either on the blockchain or they're not on the blockchain. Well, this is true genius, right? This is amazing. So all kinds of tokens can be created that have true value behind them. Bitcoin just doesn't happen to be one of them. Okay, it has no value proposition unless you're in the underworld where it's a currency which is in use. And if you want to do that, fine, we'll find a way to blow it up someday, and then you'll be in a problem. But anyway, we will though have digital currencies issued by central banks if people want them.
Play that back. What did he say?
Behind them, Bitcoin just doesn't happen to be one of them. Okay, it has no value proposition unless you're in the underworld where it's a currency which is in use. And if you want to do that, fine, we'll find a way to blow it up someday, and then you'll be in a problem. But anyway, we will though have
these
digital
devils,
currencies issued.
Basically, they're gonna crash everything and destroy everything, so that there's only one way for the world there's only one way out. Okay, out of the evils, and that's going to be a false sense of security, which that's called the NWO, New World Order. Okay, it's a fault that the NWO, which is synonymous to with a C-hip, is synonymous to the NWO. That's a false sense of security, right? And the Most High said that He's going to send a strong delusion that people may believe a lie, and that strong delusion ultimately is going to be the MOTB. So let me get that priest real quick. Let's see if I can look it up. Strong delusion. Con. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7 says, For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work, only he who will let until he be taken out of the way, and that's the Most High. And the mystery of iniquity at that time were the Edomites, but they were being called Romans in the time of Paul. But it is now revealed to us who the wicked are and who the mystery of iniquity is, which goes back to Esau, Edom, starting with the top banking families on down. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh Bashim shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And that's what's happening right now. Right? And that's why they're making such a big, resistance towards the truth. Right? Because the prophets are out there on the highways and byways, on the internet, flooding the earth with the truth of the scriptures, which is exposing this devil. All right, and he even has his own people exposing him. You got Edomites snitching on Edomites. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh Bashim shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's when Yahushai comes, right? Yahushai is going to come, and he's going to invade the earth with the hosts of heaven, okay? With the chariots, which the world ignorantly calls UFOs. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. And the MOTB is exactly that. It's a lying wonder, because it's gonna come in the guise, under the guise of safety, protection, healing. It's gonna do miraculous things for people that they never could do before. Okay, that's a lying wonder. It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, which is you 2/3, right? You didn't receive the love of the truth, which is ultimately comprised under three things: faith, fear, and discipline. right? The love of the truth is comprised in those three aspects, okay? Faith, fear, and discipline. Okay, if you have faith, you're gonna fear the Lord, and if you fear the Lord, you're gonna be disciplined. You're gonna discipline yourself. Use abstinence, right? What was that? Second Ezra chapter 7 and verse 55, right? You're gonna use abstinence, and those that would use abstinence, their face shall shine. Let me get that real quick. I'll come back. Second Ezra chapter 7 verse 55. Okay, and it reads, and that the faces of them which have used abstinence, which means basically to hold yourself back, to restrain yourself, and that's what discipline is about. Discipline is about restraining the lust of the flesh, all right, by the Spirit and power, wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. It says, and that the faces of them which have used abstinence shall shine above the stars, whereas our faces shall be blacker than darkness, right? And that's really going to be the dynamic between the 2/3 and the rest of the world, the 2/3 of Israel and the rest of the world, and in comparison to the elect. All right, the elect, their faces are gonna shine brighter than the stars. That's just a metaphor and parabolic for the fact that the Spirit and power of Yahweh is going to be dealing, okay, with the elect. All right, through wisdom and knowledge, right? Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that time, and the fear of the Lord is his treasure. So going back, it says here, verse 10, and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, Yahweh Bashim Yashai shall send them. So for this cause, so which means because they weren't chosen of the Heavenly Father, all right, to be of the elect, and they weren't chosen ultimately because, this is the Most High's movie, right? You got rebels, right? You got antagonists and protagonists. And 2/3 of Israel are antagonists, all right, to the Heavenly Father, his Son, and the elect. All right, so they're not chosen. So they're gonna receive, okay, entrance into the second covenant by the way of death on this side, okay, and then they'll come back through the elect in the kingdom of heaven, and then shall the wicked slacker. Verse 10, it says, and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie. Right? So the Most High is going to send a strong delusion on the 2/3 of Israel, those that rebel, okay, against the words of the Most High. They're going to send, the Most High is going to send a strong delusion that, so that they're going to believe a lie. And the ultimate lie is going to be MOTB. Right? The MOTB, they're going to take that, they're going to partake in that C-hip, the MOTB. All right? And it says, and for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Yep. That's what you see going on among Israel. So let me finish the rest of this clip.
Central banks, if people want them. I mean, have you got any cash on you?
Nope.
No cash at all.
Literally none.
Literally done. So you're a candidate. You're going to want to have something, your phone or some sort of smart card, where like in Sweden, a little chip embedded in your wrist that allows you to tap and go. Underneath that will be a Canadian dollar, not a Bitcoin. They're embedded. You're going to want to have something, your phone or some sort of smart card, where like in Sweden, a little chip embedded in your wrist that allows you to tap and go. Underneath that will be a Canadian dollar, not a Bitcoin or some other thing like that. And there's only one legitimate issuer of that. So once there is one, I think other competing technologies will get blown out. Just like you can't put out your own currency and try to get people on campus to use it, right? Because they're going to be like, no, I trust the Canadian dollar. Why would I use your currency? See whoever it is.
Right? So you heard it from the horse's mouth, man. These Edomites are letting you know what's coming down the pipe. And first and foremost, the prophets are letting you know what's coming down the pipe. All right? Through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. So can't talk about the MOTB without reading this precept. The main MOTB precept. Or basically the only one, really. But this is a major prophecy. A major prophecy, man. This is where everything really kicks off. Is when they start forcing all right, this MOTB to the world. This is when Apostle Har always said, this is when we'll know who's who and who's really down, all right, for Yahweh Shem Shai. And I pray that Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, have mercy on me, and that I be on that, and I be of that number, as well as for every brother and sister that's sincere. So Revelation 13 and 16, and it reads, let me read this in the NLT, see how it goes. He required everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a MARK on their right hand or on their forehead, and no one could buy or sell anything without that MARK. So, you have to understand that these devils these devils know that the main aspect of our lives in this ministry, or one of them, not in this ministry, in this economy, okay, one of them is the buying and selling aspect, okay, and these devils know that once they control the buying and selling aspect, as they have done with their fiat currency, right? They've done that with the world. So they're going to do that with the sea hip. And the Most High is going to give them the go-ahead to do so, because it all goes back to his prophecy, his words. This is really, when you get a little deeper, this is really the Most High's MARK on the left-hand side. Okay, and then he has a MARK on the right-hand side, which you can read about in Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, in the 4th verse, right? It talks about an MARK. You go into that word is thawa, which means exemption from judgment, right? One is for judgment, and another one is exemption from judgment. You see? And this one is a MARK for judgment. All right. So it says that no one could buy or sell anything without the MARK, which was either the name of the beast, or the number representing his name, which is that barcode. Okay. When you go into the barcode, all right, under certain letters, you'll see 2 small barcodes, right? And those certain letters are really 6, right? Under 6 and 6 and 6, you always see 2 small barcodes. So every time you see the pattern of 2 small barcodes, it represents 6. All right. So yeah, there's videos on that. Apostles, elders, and brothers have done videos on that. You could look up videos on Rumble on that. They go into it. It's really that barcode. Wisdom is needed here. Let the one who understands solve the meaning of the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. And really right now, man, to be honest, the only Israelite camp out there that has the wisdom of the MOTB and the complete understanding of the MOTB is GMS. All right, these other Israel camps ain't doing it. And even if they know, all right, they're lying, because they're paid off, they're bought off, okay? And ultimately, they're not the elect. All right, they're false teachers set up to lead other rebels into the ditch. All right, into destruction, perdition. Not hell where you burn forever, but the hell which is going to be the lake of fire on earth. All right, which is America, which is Babylon the Great. Let me get one more precept here, and I'm going to close it up. Amos 8 and 11, because during that time, what also comes with the MOTB, and even a bit before, is the famine of the word, man. Okay, the prophets are not going to be out here speaking the word forever. Okay, and people are going to bug out in that time looking for this truth. But the Most High has stretched out his hand all the day long, man, for decades, all right, to Israel about this truth. But it's only meant for the elect to receive it. Amos 8 and 11. The time is surely coming, says the sovereign Lord, and this is an NLT, says the sovereign Lord Yahweh, when I will send a famine on the land, not a famine of bread or water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. People will stagger from sea to sea and wander from border to border, searching for the words of the Lord Yahweh, but they will not find it. Right. And the reason why people are going to be searching for this word is because everything the prophets said would come to pass, came to pass, right? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai was dealing with them, starting with GMS, the apostles and elders and bishops of GMS, and all the sincere teachers and brothers on down. Okay? And we believe that you have some of the elect in these other camps, but the bulk of the elect, I would say, in my personal opinion, is in GMS. I would say. I'm speaking as a man. I'm not saying as doctrine, but I'm just speaking as a man. So anyways, the main point here is that people are going to be looking for the word because everything that the prophets prophesied, or the true prophets, everything that the true prophets prophesied came to pass. People will stagger from sea to sea and wander from border to border, searching for the word of the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Ashai, but they will not find it. Beautiful girls and young men will grow faint in that day, thirsting for the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Ashai. So in that day, man, that means ain't nothing of this world is going to matter. All your Instagram likes, your YouTube likes, your OnlyFans account, all that nonsense all that nonsense of the world is not going to matter. The only thing that's going to matter when all hell breaks loose is the words of the Lord, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Hence Isaiah 33:6. And those who swear by the shame of idols of Samaria, who take oath in the name of Yahweh of Dan, in the name of Yahweh, my bad, in the name of the God of Dan, which all these gods back then, okay, that Israel was worshiping, they're all recycled and repackaged in today's day, okay? For example, a Dodge Ram, right? A Dodge Ram, the animal is a bull, right? A ram. And what were our people worshiping back then in Dan? Jeroboam set up a bull, okay? And there's many other examples, man. But all these gods that we were worshiping, that Israel was worshiping, are in the ancient world, are repackaged and recycled in today's world, man. Because these Edomites, they do a diligent search. They search out all iniquities, man. Okay? It says, and make vows in the name of the God of Beersheba, they will all fall down, never to rise again. And all these gods are basically repackaged and recycled in your false religions. Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, Jehovah, wickedness, whatever, so on and so forth. All these gods are repackaged in these religions, and the majority of the congregation of these religions don't know that. Okay, so you're gonna call upon these gods, right, in that day, and you're gonna hear shit. All right, you're gonna hear silence. Okay, and then you're gonna think about what the prophet said and how everything the prophets prophesied about is coming to pass, and you're gonna try to call upon Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And if you're not of the elect, the Most High ain't gonna hear you, right? Because it says, even though they say, Lord, Lord, I will not hear them. Let me end off with that precept. Yep, Matthew 7:21. In the King James, it's not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, which should be translated to Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim El Shai, Yahweh Bashim El Shai, shall enter into, but really Yahweh Shai, because everything's in lowercase. If everything's in uppercase, concerning the word Lord, it'd be Yahweh. But we say Yahweh Bashim El Shai, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. That's right. So it's all about what you're doing, your fruits. And a lot of you Israelites are faking the funk, and you think you can skate by and pull a fast one on the Most High. But in Jacob's trouble, when all hell breaks loose, you're going to call upon that name, and you're going to hear shit. Okay, you weren't doing shit. Okay? Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in the name have we cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works? So you got heavy demons and a lot of these different false teachers. They actually think they're doing the work of the Lord in their mind. That's a scary thing, all right? As a sincere believer, seeing a man who really thinks he's doing the will of the Lord, or, doing the work of the Lord, or the will of the Lord, because he is doing the will of the Lord, but just not on the right-hand side. He's doing it on the left-hand side. All right, but to see a man who thinks he's doing the work of the Lord, and he's really just doing the complete opposite, that's a demon. The Most High put the plague, the scriptures talk about the plague of the mind. Give me any plague or any wickedness but the plague of the mind. Okay? And any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. And these women in the scriptures at times can be linked to, in a spiritual sense, all these different philosophies. So these guys are, they're seared with hot iron. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye workers of iniquity. All right? So Lord willing, this was edifying and exhorting to the elect of the nation of Israel. I'm going to close by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, and the bishops, all right, that have taught me this word in truth and sincerity, and peace and mercy to the elect, starting with the 144,000 that's teaching this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. And the rest of the elect that sincerely believe, peace and mercy to you and your household. Above all, and Kwame Charlotte to the whole full elect. Shalom.